The richest man in the restaurant had already decided to ruin a young waitress's life. Accused of stealing a priceless diamond watch from his private dining room, she stood surrounded by security guards as every customer watched in silence. Tears filled her eyes, but instead of begging for mercy, she calmly placed a crumpled receipt on the billionaire's table and whispered, "Before you fire me, check the security camera at exactly 8:17 p.m. The billionaire frowned. The restaurant fell silent. Within minutes, the footage exposed a truth so shocking that the man who had built an empire dropped to his knees, realizing he had accused the only honest person in the room. What happened next changed both of their lives forever. 24-year-old Lena Brooks worked double shifts at Harbor House Restaurant to support her younger brother, Noah, after their parents passed away. Every tip mattered. Every paycheck paid for rent, groceries, and Noah's school supplies. Customers loved Lena because she remembered their names, smiled through exhaustion, and treated everyone with respect, whether they ordered a cup of coffee or a 5-course meal. One rainy Friday evening, the restaurant welcomed its most important guest. Nathan Sterling, a billionaire investor known for his sharp business instincts and impossible standards. Employees whispered whenever he walked in. If he likes the restaurant, business doubles. If he doesn't, we're finished. Lena was assigned to serve his private dining room. Nathan noticed her professionalism but said very little. Dinner ended without incident. Or so everyone thought. 10 minutes later, Nathan stormed out of the dining room. "My watch is gone." The entire restaurant froze. The missing watch was worth more than many employees would earn in their entire lives. Management immediately locked every exit. Security began searching bags. Lena's heart raced. She had done nothing wrong. Yet every suspicious glance seemed directed toward her. The restaurant manager pointed at Lena. "You were the last person inside." Nathan's voice was cold. "If someone returns it now, I won't press charges." Silence. Lena slowly reached into her apron. Everyone expected the missing watch. Instead, she placed a printed customer receipt on Nathan's table. "Please. Check camera 3. Timestamp, 8:17 p.m. Nathan frowned. "What does this prove?" Lena replied quietly. "It proves who really touched your table." The restaurant's security manager immediately reviewed the footage. Every customer stared at the television monitor. The room became completely silent. The recording showed Lena clearing empty plates exactly as she had described. Then another figure entered. Nathan's own personal assistant. Thinking no one was watching, he slipped the diamond watch into his briefcase before calmly leaving the room. Gasps echoed across the restaurant. Nathan couldn't believe his eyes. His most trusted employee had framed an innocent waitress. Security detained the assistant on the spot. Nathan turned toward Lena. For the first time in years, he had no words. Instead of celebrating, Lena quietly picked up her serving tray. Nathan stopped her. "Why weren't you afraid?" She smiled gently. "My father was a police officer. He taught me that cameras don't lie, and honest people don't need to shout." Nathan felt ashamed. He had judged her because she was poor. She had trusted the truth instead. The next morning Nathan visited Lena's small apartment. He expected to find someone angry. Instead he found Lena helping neighborhood children with homework around her tiny kitchen table. She wasn't chasing money. She was building hope. Nathan asked, "What do you really want?" She answered without hesitation. I want children like my brother to have opportunities they can't afford. Not a bigger paycheck. Not luxury. Just opportunity for others. Nathan smiled. I think we can make that happen. Months later, Harbor House Restaurant looked different. Lena no longer carried trays. She directed the restaurant's education foundation, funding scholarships for employees' children and local students. Nathan quietly financed every program but insisted on keeping Lena in charge. The foundation belongs to someone who remembers what struggle feels like, he said. Scholarships multiplied. Families found hope. Children graduated from universities they once believed were impossible to attend. And every year, framed inside the foundation's entrance hung one ordinary restaurant receipt. Not because it was valuable, but because it reminded everyone that one small piece of truth had exposed a great lie. Nathan often looked at it before important meetings. Whenever someone asked why it was there, he smiled and answered. That receipt cost me my pride, but it taught me how to recognize integrity. Years later, people remembered neither the stolen watch nor the billionaire's wealth. They remembered the waitress who chose truth over fear and dignity over anger. One ordinary receipt became the symbol of honesty that transformed countless lives, proving that integrity is worth more than diamonds and that true greatness belongs not to the richest person in the room, but to the one brave enough to stand for the truth when everyone else doubts them. Sometimes, the smallest piece of evidence reveals the biggest secret, and one courageous decision can change a lifetime forever.